Has vanilla Minecraft turned into modded Minecraft? That is the question of today. Hey guys, Austin here. Welcome back to another Minecraft discussion-based video. Today we're going to be talking about the current and most recent snapshots of Minecraft and overall the most recent updates of Minecraft and sort of how that has affected the Minecraft world. And does it answer the question of, are we now sort of in our own little modded Minecraft experience within vanilla? Now, I'm sure that's already triggered a few people to comment down below, and that's the purpose of these videos. We're going to spark some discussion, so if you guys think of anything you want to add in the comments section down below, feel free to do so. And like I said, as a discussion-based video, you guys don't have to actually watch the video. You can pull it out, listen to it on your headset. You can have it in the background while you're doing other things, because that is what we're going to be doing today. So let's get right into this. And of course, if you guys do enjoy these discussion-based videos, as always, leave me a like, subscribe if you're new, and let's get into it. So the most recent snapshots, as you guys know, we got new colored spawn eggs. Now every single spawn egg has a custom texture to it now to identify which mob it actually is now. And for those actually watching, I'll show you really quickly. If you haven't seen this, this is literally every single spawn egg now. They're pretty identifiable, which I like a lot. I thought the whole eggs with the blotches of color and black were getting a bit stale. We've had that since Minecraft existed. So a change like that is very welcome. I personally enjoy it, and I like that different mods are actually starting to update their own custom spawn eggs to make it sort of match the appeal now, which I think is very cute and adorable. But let's talk about the whole idea of where that could have stemmed from. So if you guys don't know, a few mods back in the day, like way back in the day, and I'm going to say a touchy subject one, like Ore Spawn, for example, actually did have custom spawn egg textures where it wasn't just the normal, like, colored with the black blotches on the eggs. It actually did have custom spawn egg colors. If you guys know, you know. So I think it's pretty cool that now Minecraft is actually doing that how many years later from mods like that. Most of those mods don't even update anymore, so it's not really that big of a deal. But I think that's really cool. Let's talk about another thing that's been recently added. Now, I didn't make a video on this, but the specific leashes that have been added now for the new Happy Guest, you can actually carry mobs through that. You can actually attach them to multiple other mobs. I think that was a cool thing to be added into new versions of Minecraft, and I think it harkens back to when leads first were added to Minecraft. Everyone was like, but I could still only leave one animal. What if I have a whole farm I need to move around and stuff? So I like now that we have those leashes and whatnot actually available for people to use and maneuver mobs however they need to. Of course, there's still going to be the mods that are better. You can just capture mobs in little balls like Pokeballs or cages or whatever and transport them different places. I've showcased a few mods that do stuff like that. I think that's really cool. Now, to pull it back to the whole discussion of, is this more modded than vanilla? Well, the interesting thing is, for the longest time, vanilla Minecraft didn't really change things. We got one big update sometimes it was like every other year that would add in a bunch of things. You guys remember the horses update? Yeah, that's how old I was when I was playing Minecraft. Jeez. They added horses, and that was revolutionary. Or the update that added in the ocean monument and like the different table counter blocks like diorite, granite, and andesite. That was crazy. And updates like that like revolutionized how Minecraft works, simply because you no longer mine stone anymore. You would find those different blocks underground. Now we find things like geodes underground, the deep dark, what's the lush cave biome. There's different biomes underground now. That was something you never thought you would see in vanilla Minecraft until recent times. Now it's expected almost for updates to do things like this now, which I think is crazy in a good way, and I like it a lot. Now, let's talk about these warm and cold things that are happening in the newer version. So we have the warm pigs and warm cows and warm sheep, and the cold pigs and the cold cows and the cold sheep and the cold chickens and the warm chickens, etc. I don't know how I feel about that yet. Simply because instead of them doing, I don't know, like biome, I mean, they are biome specific, but like it's this weird sort of warm and cold biomes thing, which, if you guys don't know, Minecraft has always had a weird like temperature thing built into the code where it did exist. Certain biomes were considered warm biomes, certain biomes were considered cold biomes, but they never really did anything with it for the longest time. And now that we're getting these warm and cold farm animals, it begs the question, like, is that what we want to see? Now, when they did the wolf update, where they added the different types of wolf variants in certain biomes and added rarities to them, same like with the axolotl works, you have this chance of encountering this super rare, either blue axolotl or the white wolf. That, in my opinion, was a great thing to do, because not only did it add like a normal thing for, like, you're used to seeing wolves in Minecraft by this point, right? But are you not used to finding the rare wolf, like the shiny sort of thing, like from Pokemon? I think that was a very cool thing to do. Now, in my opinion, if they were going to do this cow, pig, sheep, chicken thing, I think how they should have done it was more like the wolf thing, where there's multiple different types, and then not just, you know, 2 new ones. And then there's like the occasional you have a chance of getting this rare one that can only spawn in maybe this biome at a rare chance or something like that. I think adding rarity to things changes up the feel of it, more like instead of you're just used to seeing the same animal, you're like, oh wow, I found that rare one, that's cool, even if it's just a normal farm animal or a wolf for that matter. Now, let's talk about the new, we'll say, ground spawning things, like the flower arrangements that can spawn, and the, what's the other thing, like the leaf litter that can spawn. I think it's a cool thing. I think it adds a lot of depth to the world. You can actually, like, it adds variety to it. Very modded, by the way. Like, you could tell they got that idea from mod. I think Biomes of Plenty did stuff like that for the longest time, even in other biome like mods. Now, this started, of course, with the Cherry Grove biome. You could have the cherry blossom like flowers or whatever grow on the ground or spawn on the ground. And then that sort of changed into, now we have the different flowers and leaves just spawning anywhere in different multiple different biomes. Now, I don't like the leaves per se. I think that's kind of weird, especially since they all spawn as brown on the ground. I know there can be different shades of brown now, but in my opinion, when a leaf falls off a tree, sure, it's supposed to be brown, but like, the tree isn't turning brown. You know what I mean? We don't have that yet in Minecraft, where there's seasons where a tree will actually turn to brown leaves and then fall to the ground. It would be cool, something that could happen, and then the leaf litter might make sense, but as of right now, you have your colorful green shades of trees, and then you have just the brown leaf litter on the ground that literally makes no sense compared to the trees. It looks more like the logs of the trees, if anything, but that's just my opinion about it. I like the flowers, though. The flowers, though, look cool. But the leaf litter, I think it's too much. I think it's too random, and I think that could be touched up on a little bit. I do like the fallen logs, though. That's very, when I look at the fallen logs that now can spawn in the different forest biomes, I think of Twilight Forest, because that's the thing about Twilight Forest. I think of other like foresty type things. Like, it's not necessarily modded. It's something that could have been in vanilla Minecraft for a long time, but I like that it's now a thing, if that makes sense. And I'm trying to think of what else is the most recent. Oh, let's just talk about the Happy Ghast. The whole going to the Nether to find this, I don't know how rare it is exactly, but like the dried ghast thing that you then have to pour water over. You have to grow it like a plant, and it turns into the little Happy Ghast. I think that's really cool. Now, what I personally would have liked is if the Happy Ghast was considered a, quote, ancient mob. Because if you guys don't know, the only ancient mob class mob that we have in Minecraft still is the Sniffer. The thing that you have to, you know, dig up that rare fossil to get it, and then you take that egg, and you get the Sniffer, and the Sniffer gives you other rare prehistoric plants. I loved actually the idea of the Sniffer and what they did with that. I just wish they went more with that in the recent updates, because we kind of just got one ancient mob and that's it. And yes, like I said, the Sniffer is the only mob that's currently classified as an ancient mob. Unless I'm wrong. If someone can correct me in the comments, if there's some other ancient mob of recent time that I'm unaware of, let me know. But I'm pretty sure the Sniffer is the only, quote, ancient mob that exists in Minecraft. Like how we have like the farmland mobs, the passive mobs, the inter passive hostile mobs, the hostile mobs, etc. Like the different classes of mobs, that is the only ancient one that we have. I wish the Happy Ghast was considered that, considering it is a dried gas thing that you have to, you know, breathe life into again. And yeah, the Happy Ghast whole like fly around, let you build on and stuff, I think that's brilliant. I like that a lot. It's very Minecraft, it's very quirky. Now, do I wish we actually had a different way of flying in Minecraft? Sure. But I'll take the Elytra over the Happy Ghast any day, and that's not going away anytime soon, so we're good on that. And otherwise, I think that's pretty much it for the most recent things that have happened in Minecraft that we can talk about. Let me know in the comments down below if there's anything else that I missed or didn't touch up on in recent times. And let me know, do you guys think, oh yeah, I forgot about the Firefly plants. They're an okay addition. I think they're kind of random. They don't really do much besides just add light to the swamp biomes and whatever other biomes they can spawn in. But they're okay. Again, not really, I don't really care too much about them, but I'm fine with that. Also, the cactus flowers and all those different vegetation that now spawn in those biomes, I think look really nice as well. Very Biomes of Plenty, very Biomes You'll Go feely. It's very modded. So yes, to answer the question, does Minecraft feel now more modded than vanilla? I think it kind of does now, depending on obviously which biomes you're used to being in or we're used to seeing. Like imagine starting a world now and you spawn in next to, you know, the new farm animals. You'd be like, what the heck is this? And then all of a sudden you go into your plains biome, you go into your plains biome and you see all these new flowers on the ground. You see all this new generation of trees and leaves on the ground, everything. You'd be completely confused. If you could play Minecraft a year ago or 2 years ago and you start playing again, you would not even understand. And again, unless you spawn, this is a very rare biome I'm in right now. This is crazy. Here's the chords. Here's the seed to the world. If you guys want to come here, that of all the oh, I didn't mean to go to survival. I'm sorry. Minecraft has changed a lot in recent times. I like that they're doing these more seasonal like updates than an actual like one update a year. I like that a lot. However, I don't like that they do 1,000 snapshots before the actual version comes out, and then they're like, all right, here's the version. I kind of wish they would hold off on as many snapshots and just put out the version, because I feel like by the time the actual version comes out, you've already played the entire update via the snapshots, you know what I mean? But either way, that's going to do it for this discussion video. Let me know in the comments, guys, do you agree that Minecraft feels more modded now than it ever has before? Do you still think it has that vanilla feel to it, even with all the new stuff that's been added? I'm curious to know. And I do hope to see you all in the next video. If you have any other video topic ideas do you think I could discuss as a discussion-based video, feel free to let me know in the comments down below. And do not forget to like the video, subscribe if you're new, and if you want to help support me, I do have a channel membership page. You have a cool badge next to your name. You get to pay a little bit more for YouTube, but hey, it helps support me and everything I do here. Your name gets highlighted in my comments section. You get cool emojis to use, etc. Let me know if you guys want to do that too, and I hope to see you all next one. Have a great day, everyone. Stay safe, and goodbye.